Right. This is just gonna be pretty simple, I think, so hopefully it won't take long. So he'll just come see her on day 6? Or day 5. Check in. Oh, she's asleep? Alright then.
Checking in on day 5. She is covered in homemade bandages.
Nice.
Like,
Homemade, huh?
completely covered.
From everybody's shots.
Well, from like chirps, paper mache, you name it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. She's hooked up to some of the last IV,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
Is Max still being clingy? Or is she just chilling?
A little bit, yeah.
Alright, well, she can come with.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see her on day 6.
Alright.
Come with me, child. Peeks in and just like, oh, how's she looking?
Looks like some of the bandages were changed because
Mhm.
some of them were getting kind of gross.
Yep.
Others, but otherwise, she has a few less bandages here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, she does look better. She no longer hooked up to the IV, but that's probably just because they're out of IV.
Mm-hmm. That sucks. Oh, that sucks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Ram will just be like, howdy.
Ah, there I am.
He pulls up a chair, sits himself down on it, and pats his knee for Mac.
Mac will kind of awkwardly get onto that.
He just laughs at her.
Mm.
Yeah, how you feeling, Celeste?
Like a million credits. Yeah, like a million credits.
Great, because you look like shit.
I feel like it too. I probably feel like how the rock feels when it gets turned into the credits.
Yeah.
A very painful and violent procedure.
Yeah. You think? Painful and violent.
Yes.
Oh, this is self-inflicted, isn't it?
Self-inflicted, technically. Not willfully, though.
Not willfully.
No.
What happened out there?
I'll be a bit more specific. Because I can tell you straight up, some terrorists showed up. And some terrorists started killing people. And we started killing the terrorists.
Yeah. He kind of like puts his hands
There
over
was also
Maxius.
a fucking ship in the door. Who fucking does that other than a terrorist?
Some insane people. He looks away.
It's more so that moment right before insanity.
Uh-huh.
Enlightenment is what they call it.
Yeah. You got enlightened?
I've always been enlightened. Terrence superiority, after all.
Shut up, Celeste. Give it a break. This is not the time.
It's always the time to pick on the lesser races.
See, Mac. You're not allowed to become like that, alright?
Whoa, I wouldn't become like that. That's what you say. Spend enough time around the garbage and you'll see. The air hurts.
Ram just like blows in her general direction. You really fucked yourself up good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hey, good news for you. We're pretty close to a station. A planet, actually.
Oh, I tried to be a moment when gotta get put into Cairo. That's gonna suck waking up from.
Yeah, no, that one's not gonna be fun like this, huh?
No, it's not.
What do you say about, just knock it out for the whole thing? Completely.
We're on drugs.
It's okay, I got fists. Fist.
Lost an arm.
Shrugs. Bound to happen someday.
I was able to hear the emotion of you shrugging, but you're kind of sitting just outside of my vision at the moment.
You didn't realize he just scoots himself closer.
There we go.
Better.
She's mostly keeping her eyes shut, but every once in a while she like opens one and like kind of looks on over and closes it again. See, even her eyes are like bloodshot.
Mm-hmm. He, how's her face looking? Painful?
There's definitely bandages on there too, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we
Alright,
don't know
then
if it's
he's
a
not gonna do
scar
that.
or not, but it does look pretty bad.
Yeah. He kind of like, just ooh. Well, you really fucked yourself up good. Looks like that one's gonna leave a mark.
Probably not. Good genetics.
Oh yeah. Again with the genetics.
Yeah.
Mac, this is a good example of a bad person, okay?
If it wasn't for me, you'd all be dead.
Okay, this is a good example of a bad person who does the right shit.
Thank you. Mac just seems
You're welcome.
confused and concerned.
Concerned how?
The fact that Celeste was just like casually just like, don't talk bad about me. I saved your fucking life.
Thanks for that, by the way.
It's part of a job.
He nudges Mac. Come on.
Thanks. You're welcome. Stop leaning so close. Thank you. As Matt kind of like was leaning close, probably the breathing was killing her again.
Mm-hmm.
So did you come here to work on your bedside manner, Ram, or say something?
Nah, we both know that's a lost cause.
Not if you try.
How do you want me to try? Come on.
Well, unfortunately, there's a young child present, so I can't exactly,
The hands go over her ears.
Mac. Well, it mostly revolves around...
I didn't mean for that to be...
aftercare.
Oh my god.
It's very important. Additionally, just hanging out before and after are also pretty important.
Well, lucky for you, I came to do the second one. Got nothing to say. I'm just here to check up on you.
Well, as you can see, I am bedridden.
Yeah, you were out for 6 days, Celeste. The rest of us are all pretty worried.
Oh, no. I was only out for 4. I was awake the other days. I just didn't fucking move and kept my eyes closed because the drugs were off, mostly.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure there was still something stuck in my arm, but it wasn't really doing it anymore.
Wasn't really doing what? Hiding it?
No. Keep the pain away.
Right. Yeah. Hey, one more day.
That's not reassuring, because that means that I then need to get moved into a chiropod.
Well, yeah, but then when you're in the chiropod, sweet, sweet oblivion.
Until I wake up. So it doesn't really count.
Consider this instead. You'd have to spend the entire time awake.
I'm going to still have to spend additional time awake after we wake up from Cairo. There is no winning here, Ram. There is no upside. Just more
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah. Was your NDA worth it?
What do you mean?
Well, you saved our lives, but look at you.
It's a part of a job. I have the training and the equipment. Might as well use it.
Nods. Fair enough.
But I really need to fucking calibrate it.
Why you let it gather dust for a while?
It's illegal to use outside of special operations. The fact I still have it is a very big no-no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's time to give that thing a look over.
Keep Finn's grubby hands off of my stuff. And
What,
I'll give
just
you 20
Finn?
credits. Now, if anyone else does it, I'll snap their hands myself.
So you trust Finn, you don't want anybody touching it.
I don't trust Finn. I know that Finn's gonna do it. I just have
Okay.
hope that no one else is stupid enough to touch my stuff.
Okay. Alright. Well, you hear that, Mac? We got a guard dog mission. What?
I would if you would take your hands off my ears. She
Alright,
says,
forgot
having
about
heard what you said.
that. He presses them tighter. Squeeze. And then he pulls them off. Don't act like you didn't hear it. If you manage it on your own, those 20 credits are all yours.
1 second.
Take your time.
Alright, I'm back. People were just being loud. I was confused why.
Welcome back, welcome back.
What was the last thing you said?
If she manages it on her own, the 20 credits are all hers.
Okay.
Come on, spending money. We're about to hit a planet. You can buy yourself something fancy.
I said okay.
Alright. Celeste.
Yeah?
I don't know, what were you gonna ask?
Oh no, you go first.
Well, I was just wondering. The company help, or is it too much air?
What do you mean?
Well,
Oh,
if
you mean
the air is hurting you, I can't imagine.
Alright. It's just my throat's kind of dry. Is Rye here?
Nah, she's in the next office. You want me to get you a glass of water?
A glass of water should be a fucking weird ass crazy straw somewhere.
Sure. Where is the weird ass crazy straw?
It's probably in the sink.
I will go get. Plop
Alright.
Mac in the seat instead.
You can hear Mac does ask Celeste some questions, and Celeste does respond to some of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Definitely one of them was, how'd you go invisible? And Celeste is just like, trade secret.
Ram just looks at the crazy straw.
And then once again, Celeste Ben responds with a, can't tell you, I have to kill you. And then Mac kind of like slouches a bit away.
Stop threatening the kid, Celeste.
It's the truth. If it's not a threat.
You're not helping. Here. Drink this and shut
Curiosity
up.
killed the cat. Like a weird ass crazy straw.
He, kind of holds it close to our lips.
And she will lean up a bit and does indeed accept it.
Mm-hmm.
She just drinks a little bit. Thank you, Ram.
Ain't no
My throat's
worries.
getting a bit dry.
Talking hurting too, huh?
Yeah, everything hurts. Just how the software works.
I think that looks a bit more like hardware to me, but that's up to you.
Same difference.
Just like glances at the million bandages on it. Sure. What were you gonna say before?
I was just gonna ask how the rest of the crew is doing. Hash came in, but he was being a big baby, so I didn't really learn much about that.
Well, sure he was. His best friend got injured.
It's like I said, being a big baby.
Uh-huh. And the toughest one of all of us, alright.
Hey, someone has to always be showing everyone else up, and it better be a Terran.
Points at Celeste, looks at Mac, bad influence.
It's a good influence.
He'll give a report on everybody. Ra hasn't really slept much this whole time. Lauren's doing her rounds.
Why.
Yeah, you're right. Lauren's doing her rounds, and Finn's decided he's trying to take over the job of an arbiter. We got about 1 billion civilians locked up in cryo right now.
Well, better than up and about.
Better than that. Melv is... well, he's the captain.
Captain doesn't change all that much.
Nah. Sammy's doing better than you'd think.
Well, Sammy did get mauled by a fucking ripper.
Sure did, didn't she?
Yeah, that wasn't too friendly.
Is that what they're calling it? Mindy's, adopted an old man, so... that one's fun.
I hope it's not the only old man I could be thinking of.
I think it might be.
Pathetic.
What do you mean pathetic?
I mean pathetic.
Fair
That's
enough.
what I mean, and I mean what I said.
Everybody's doing better than you.
That's good. If someone was doing worse than me, I'd be very concerned for their mental well-being and physical well-being.
Do you need to talk to Lauren?
I'd rather not, actually.
Alright then. Finn in his little mini arbiter capacity.
Finn's kind of an idiot.
He's
But at least he's not a fucking religious nut job.
Ah. Not a fan of the Great Stream.
Great streams like the rest of it, just bullshit.
Uh-huh.
At least it's the only appealing thing about the Great Stream's the fact that it's scientific just enough that it's able to skate past most of the hard criticism.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me you're a believer.
You know, he kind of like shrugs. Might as well believe in that if I have to believe in something, right?
You can believe in yourself.
Hasn't been a great choice, historically.
And historically, putting your faith into anything else is kind of stupid.
He just kind of like rolls his eyes. Sure, whatever.
Only thing you can trust is yourself and those around you.
Mm.
So one part about the imperial faith I actually agree with. Put your faith in yourself, put your faith in the Emperor, and everything will be alright.
This time Ram kind of blocks Max's ears for real. That's the self part I can agree with. The Emperor bullshit, nah.
Well, when you're allegedly a superhuman that was born that way, no wonder people start thinking you're a fucking messiah.
Can I hear? Is that a little bit of empathy I'm hearing there?
In what regards?
Born a superhuman.
Well, I didn't realize anyone's treating me like a messiah or a second coming.
Oh, I'm sorry. We should fix that, shall we? He kind of like bows over in his seat.
Have the airflows?
What?
And she's like, the airflows.
Rem grins as he sits back up. Ah, yes. Messiah. Your ladyship.
There are things that I really want to say, but there's a small child with you.
Yeah, you can save that one, actually. He pulls his hands off of Maxia's.
I will.
How do you feel about, well, I guess...
killing my brothers and sisters?
Rem
going
kind of like...
else?
He winces a bit. That's not exactly the way I would have put it, but sure.
They're fucking assholes. Terran superiority all the way. Oh, yeah. Can one of you do a fist pump for me?
Ram will kind of lift one of Mac's arms in a fist bump.
Good enough. So yeah, I may be in that crowd just because I know I'm the hottest shit around, and old Terrans are, but those nut jobs are nothing like what the Imperials were. They never will be. They're just a bunch of lunatics and terrorists and assholes who give hard-working, awesome Terrans like me a bad name.
I think you managed that one all on your own, but sure.
No, everyone deserves their criticism. Especially when it comes from me.
Of course, of course.
After all, I know best. I'm a Terran. But yeah, no. Fuck those guys.
Nice.
Little more than just wannabe, I don't know, terrorists. Except they're not really wannabes, they're quite solidly terrorists.
Those a lot. He looks at Mac in his lap and is like, actually, never mind.
I can go if you need me to. You don't need to.
Nah. You stay here.
She kind of just nods her head, feeling a little bit awkward that like now there's 2 times where people were gonna say stuff if they didn't because of her.
He just pats her on the head. He's like, it's not because you're here, kiddo.
It's because you're here.
It's not because you're here, kiddo.
He's lying to make you feel better.
She's a bitch. See, no denial.
Well, I'm not in heat, so... Mac is like, "W- but you're covered in bandages for burns. Exactly.
Exactly. Ram just kind of like he's like rubs his forehead and then pats Mac on the head and he's like, never change, never ever change.
What?
Nope, you're good. You're perfect, actually. Stay just like this.
Mm.
Yep, short. um, yeah, he'll just kind of sit there and make conversation with Celeste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good. Keep her company until she falls asleep or ask them to leave or something.
Yeah, well, seems like Celeste isn't falling asleep anytime soon.
Yeah.
The pain.
Yeah.
The pain.
The pain of it all. We can at least be a distraction, right, Mac?
Yeah. Mac probably gets bored pretty quick.
Yeah, she can run off and scoot if she wants.
Alright. When she does eventually scoot off, does Ram ever speak about anything else, or do you want to just end that RP there?
I did have something. I'm just flowing my mind right now. One sec.
A small child with ADHD can only handle,
so much sitting and
so
talking.
so much just sitting and talking about random shit that doesn't make any sense for what's going on. Small talk is not Mac's forte.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there was something Ram was gonna ask. I'll bring it up another time. Basically the gist of it'll be just like, hey, glad you're alive.
And sure, her just would be like, I regret being alive.
Responses, suck it the fuck up.
Celeste's response would be, I can't, I'm in too much pain.
God, she's great. If I think of the other thing I wanted to ask, I will let you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It maybe this will jog your memory.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time second time when you covered Mac's ears, and right after Celeste responded, her tirade about them being fucking terrorists and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jogging in memory. It's alright if it doesn't.
No, I'm trying.
It's okay.
I must do this. I must. We have a good situation for me to ask question here. Yeah, no, I can't think of it. Never mind.
Fair.
Thanks for the short chance.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
In the future,
All right.
maybe you can figure it out.
Yeah, in future maybe.
Maybe.
Well done. Your turn, Lon.